What is up, guys? It's time for another installment, and we just had some sexy time, and I guess waking up. So after being woken up by a sound, opened my eyes with a measure of reluctance. Turning my head to the left, I find the rain outside sweeps against the windows loudly. Spray after wind-blown spray lashes against the glass as if it's trying its hardest to make up for the summer's previous heat. I sit up in the futon, holding back the back of my neck. I try to subdue the pain from awkward sleeping position. Get over it! All accounts, I should be lamenting the turn in the weather, given that this is our last day here. The events of yesterday refuse to stop flooding my mind, though. The feeling of holding Lily's crying body in my arms, the rush of lust and hormones that flowed through us as we spent the night together. It seems almost futile to try and rationalize everything that happened. In an attempt to distract myself, I groan and lean over to retrieve my bag without standing. Pulling out one bottle after another, I take my daily regimen of pills from the care containers and swallow them without further ado. Yeah, that totally sucks. Took a surprisingly amount short of time to get used to swallowing pills without water. That said, I suppose the same goes for getting used to living in a school with disabled students. Remembering Hanako, I believe all the more grateful for having a chance to get away, even if it's for the shortest time. So I appreciate the chance to spend time with Lilly and Hanako away from the bustle of school life, even considering the latest complications. I never thought I'd say it, but the idea of living away from the city in a nice, tranquil area is an inviting one. It's a thought that barely a year ago would have seemed simply ludicrous. A flash of pink, no doubt. Hanako's mind peeks around the corner, realizing I must look at sight since I had just woken up. I stopped the remaining pills in my mouth and run my hand through my hair. Good morning, I said. I replied, completely forgetting that I'm in the middle of swallowing a particularly large pill. Coughing and spluttering, I violently gag on it. I say. After splurting loudly and tapping my chest a couple of times to force it down, I measured up its fine. I forgot I was swallowing. And I didn't mean to. I hold my hand up, gesturing to stop. I gagged. It's my fault. Morning, Hanako. She pauses for a moment before bowing in reply, walking, no staggering, in behind Hanako's familiar figure of Lilly, also dressed in her pajamas with her eyes full of sleep and hair bedraggled. She's excitable. Hi, Lilly. Good morning, Hiseo. For a while, silence hangs in the air. Neither of us know what to do. Given what happened last night, we both have more than reason enough to be finding the situation awkward. Just how are we meant to react, meeting each other after something like that? The best course of action would probably let Lilly talk to Lilly alone to set things in order. I'll start making breakfast. Lilly gently catches on my train of thought. Lilly, I'll help. Hanako, can you set the table? She nods her head, displaying in the cupboard. I rub a little more sleep out of my eyes as I wander over to the fridge and take out some milk. Lilly grabs various colored boxes from some of the lower cupboards. We make a rather bland-looking meal. I whisper somewhat more quietly than usual. Knowing Lily's hearing, she won't have any trouble catching what are you okay after last night? She has a delicate nod in expression. Though her tender tiredness surely plays a part, she seems genuinely unsure of what's happened between us and how to move ahead. I can't say I blame her, considering my feelings are the same. I'm sorry, Sal, I wasn't thinking straight yesterday. I never stopped to consider you or Hanako, and even went as far as she's lining herself up. With her hands in both tightening, I give her a gentle bump to try that. You don't have to apologize. I said I liked you after all. But I took the lead. She's a kinky one. Turning to Lilly, I gently embrace her tall frame. She offers no resistance at all, thankfully pulling back just from the edge of her emotions. Despite our reassuring embrace lasting only a matter of seconds, I notice Hanako was wordlessly watching. Plate in her hand hovers inches above the table, her action halted by way of the sight. Whoop. The clatter of utensils against the only sound is silently, whereas before only two of us would be unsure of ourselves. The entire situation has changed. After weeks of blissful friendship, whiling away the days with shared meals and a chatter of little meaning, the relationship of Lilly and I know that of all of us has irreversibly changed. I can't take this. Lilly, she solemnly nods, gently laying her spoon in. Neither of us know exactly how we regard each other, let alone how Hanako would view us. This might seem abrupt, but I've confessed to Hiseo. Well, that was easy. For a moment, Hanako looks almost confused, precisely the reaction I thought she would have. She eventually nods, her spoon still in her mouth as she does. Did you accept? I did. She gives a small smile so large and so earnest, I'm finding myself blushing. I think it's the brightest that I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. Sorry for not telling you anything about it before. Things have been side to side, empathetically, apparently forgetting in her rush that Lily couldn't possibly notice. She began fiddling with her fingers, looking more nervous than she did before. To be honest, I began to think you might like each other a while ago. At first, I didn't really know what to think about it, but I decided in the end that if my friends are happy, I'm happy. Aw, Hanako. I was really glad to have another friend when we met Hiseo, so you finding love through him is even better, right? Feeling of relief. She falls over me, like a wave. The same happens to Lily, judging by her expression. Thank you, Hanako. I really appreciate you being so understanding. Lily's voice still sounds apologetic, or at least unsure. This doesn't escape Hanako, who appears lost in thought. Before turning to me aside, do you mind if me and Lily go outside for a bit? No, feel free. Girl talk! Hanako gets up from her seat, taking Lily's hand and almost dragging her from her. Swing Lily's typically slow and steady pace. Hanako's haste makes her footing awkward, and she almost loses her balance a couple of times. It's a pretty amusing sight, leaving me wordless as I watch them disappear out of the door. It's only now that I realize they're in stop, being replaced by a sky seemingly all the more vivid and bright to make up for this morning's drab gray pants. For Hanako, I cannot read. This must be a pretty big revelation. Lily and I are really the only people she associates with, almost as if we were parents in her own stead. I suppose that might be best describe the relationship we share. A father, mother, and daughter, all playing around in our little make-believe family as if it could last forever. Oh, come on, that's really sweet. It might be a strange dynamic and one that certainly can't last long, but maybe it's just for one. Oh, okay. As I stand from the table and go join Lily and Hanako in the fields outside, I nod to myself in affirmation. This is one small moment of fact, no matter how brief, that will last forever. How's the beat? Okay, so I'm gonna stop there because I know what's coming up next, and let's make that for one video. So be sure to like the video, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this next one because it's another scene. So yeah, just be sure to subscribe and do all that good stuff. Later.